Leave me alone!
So you attribute Palpatine's rise to power to this Darth Jar Jar? A curious theory, apprentice. What makes you think that he is the one that helped convince? So, you believe Jar Jar controlled the Senate? A most unlikely scenario, though the Jedi Council was often blind to what was in front of them. Your belief in this Darth Jar Jar, is it merely speculation, apprentice? The Senate convinced by Jar Jar? A preposterous notion. And yet, Palpatine did ascend. What power of persuasion could this buffoon wield, apprentice? Gungan military commander, you imply this buffoon possesses some martial skill? Explain this apparent contradiction, apprentice.
King, I can't hear you if you're talking.
Friends, Palpatine saw all as tools, apprentice.
Oh, King, are you talking to him?
You believe Palpatine merely used Jar Jar, yet publicly thanked him? A curious display of gratitude from the Emperor. How did Jar Jar influence Palpatine's rise exactly?
And issuing an emergency order for the Clone Wars to create the Great Republic, and yet this is all done in the absence of Padme Amidala.
So, you speak of Palpatine seizing control through legal maneuvers. An interesting perspective, apprentice.
Really?
Amidala's absence from these events. What role did she play?
That's the thing. She didn't play any role. That's how Jar Jar Binks became a junior representative after all. He was able to convince the Senate alone about Chancellor Palpatine's ascent to power. Especially for the Grand Army of the Republic.
So, you claim Jar Jar alone swayed the Senate to grant Palpatine power to form the Grand Army? A curious claim, apprentice. Especially given Amidala's absence. Does that imply she would have opposed it? Her opposition is irrelevant now. So, you posit that Jar Jar, a Gungan, manipulated the Senate into authorizing the Grand Army of the Republic. Why would they trust this creature?
The same way Padme Amidala trusted him, because he was a master conniver. He acted one way, but did exactly the opposite behind closed doors. Is that not what Chancellor Palpatine did?
So, you propose Palpatine's actions mirror Amidala's trust in him? A curious parallel, apprentice. What specific actions, behind closed doors, are you referring to?
I'm pretty sure you know about Order 66. Palpatine already had that in his palm of his hands, and that's what the Great Republic, or the Grand Republic, was meant for, a distraction, so he could control both empires.
Order 66 was merely a contingency, apprentice. Palpatine controlled more than just vampires. He manipulated entire systems. Was the Grand Republic truly just a distraction? Then what was its purpose? Duplicate and aim is precisely a valuable asset. Duplicate's devotion to the dark side grows stronger with each elimination. I sense the Force is with her, and that is good.
Now, Darth Vader, answer me this. If you really know about Padme Amidala and everyone, how come you don't know too much of Jar Jar Binks like I do? Especially all of his victories behind what was closed doors.
So, apprentice, if I understand you correctly, you believe Jar Jar Binks orchestrated Palpatine's rise through secret victories and influence. What proof can you give me that
The grand jury is my proof. That alone orchestrated how much calculation Binks had in order to get what he wanted without raising suspicion. Isn't that what Chancellor Palpatine did before he became Emperor?
So, your grand jury proves Palpatine's orchestration? A curious analogy, apprentice. Are you suggesting Palpatine needed a legal body to seize power?
Without his influence, Emperor Palpatine would never have had the emergency order that he needed to get to where he needed to be. Especially considering the amount of different persuasions that would have needed to be done had it not been help of Darth Jar Jar.
So you attribute Palpatine's emergency powers to Darth Jar Jar's influence, apprentice? Persuasions done behind closed doors. How did this Gungan sway the Senate more effectively than your father?
I can answer that quite easily. Trust. He had people's trust. He was too innocent for anyone to know about him. Why else do you think the Gungans feared him?
Innocence is a liability, apprentice. Fear is a tool, not a sentence. Are you suggesting the Gungans feared Jar Jar's innocence or his potential for something darker? 5 eliminations. A promising start, squad. Ensure your aspirations do not choke you before the final victory.
The final victory is also another thing I've been wanting to talk about. Darth Jar Jar is a fool to everybody, but yet, if he was really a fool, why did the Senate, including the grand jury, and the Order all believe him?
The Senate believed what they were allowed to believe, apprentice. Power, skillfully wielded, shapes perception far more effectively than any fool. Do you question the Emperor's methods?
I don't question the Emperor's methods. What I question is your refusal to believe the abidement of Darth Jar Jar's ascent to power, while also having a secret base.
I find your obsession with this Gungan unsettling, apprentice. Are you suggesting Palpatine, the architect of the Empire, was merely a puppet of a buffoon?
I mean, plenty of other legions underestimated him. If Jar Jar Binks was really a fool, or Darth Jar Jar, how come he's a Sith?
So, because others are easily deceived, this proves his power? Even I have faced opponents who underestimated me, apprentice. Does that make them Sith Lords?
No, it doesn't make them a Sith Lord, but you were almost a Sith Lord yourself. What made you believe that Jar Jar Binks is not a Sith Lord? How do you know that for a fact? He can wield a lightsaber, he has strong influence, and he's very calculated.
Calculated, you say? So is a protocol droid when estimating odds, apprentice. Yet I doubt you'd crown it Emperor. What quantifiable proof do you seek to elevate this Gungan above all others?
The fact that he can create fear among his own people, not annoyance, not guilt, not shame, not like, oh my god, why is this guy here? They fear him. How come only Gungans fear him, but not Palpatine?
Fear is a powerful motivator, apprentice. Annoyance and guilt are for the weak, but fear is not the sole domain of Gungans.
Exactly, and you just said a contradiction right there. If Jar Jar Binks didn't have what you said he didn't, how was he able to create fear amongst his own people while being innocent?
Innocence is not a shield against fear, apprentice. It is often its source. Did they fear his innocence, or the potential for something far more sinister?
Nigga, you're just proving my point. Like literally, Jar Jar Binks or Darth Jar Jar is literally the epitome of fear itself. Is that not what Sith Lords are all about? Fear and control.
Remember what it is we are here to do, warrior, and do not stray from the path.
So checkmate.
Don't ignore the question. My question was, if he didn't have fear, then how did he gain what he was? How did Darth Jar Jar get his name then?
Fear can be overcome, apprentice, but your queries remain muddled. Darth is a title of the Sith. Are you suggesting this Gungan earned it through merit?
How else would he have earned it? He's very calculated, he's very sneaky, he pretends to be one way when behind closed doors he's another, and he is very influential. Was that not how Palpatine was? Influential?
Influence, you say? Then explain how this sneaky Gungan could sway the Senate more effectively than even your father, apprentice.
He had trust.
Trust is a luxury I no longer afford, apprentice. Explain your statement. What trust are you referencing?
Over here. Damn.
Damn, that's good shit. Oh, double Master Chief. This is getting very fascinating.